YouTuber formerly known as Master Boris 8660 and making us up with the performer. Welcome to the channel solely based on pure entertainment and also my own amusement and also having some discussions with you. But we got another reaction video for today. So, the title of this video is, why does it feel like men have more options than women? Shout outs to Dating Right for this video. We're going to react to it. But here's the thing. Because, you know, women think they have a lot of options when it comes down to men and what they choose to have when it regards into relationships, right? But here's the thing, though. I mean, you can have more options. But you have to think about this, too. Is those options good for you? And that's most people don't want to talk about. Is the options good or bad for you? You can have all the options in the world, but they ain't no good if they're bad to you. You gotta find out what's good for you. So more power to you if you have more options, but you have to like weed out more of who to align with and who need to be in your circle and who's gonna do right by you. But yeah. We're going to get right into this video, so let's get right into it.
I feel like men are attracted to more women in comparison to women to men.
I think controversially, I think women on
honestly,
there's more women on earth than there is men.
And I think women, on average, women are more attractive than men.
Yes, I can agree with that.
So then you have more, you have more options of all your friends being hot in comparison to the flip side.
It doesn't mean we do more of the liking.
No, I think
you guys are way more quiet with it.
I said that, no, I think that men are attracted to more of their friends than women are attracted to their male friends.
Because their friends are less attractive.
Hell to the no. Women are taking their friends' men.
That's a different story.
Because there's not enough men.
That is fair.
In a lot of ways, like women are leveling up in terms of our education, our careers. We are becoming more picky, which is a good thing. So they may think they have this illusion based off of just the numbers they see, but from a quality perspective, a lot of these women don't want them either. And so I think remembering that you have power and you have agency is important.
Into today's topic, who do you guys think got more options when it comes to dating? Is it women or is it men? Me personally, I think that's a loaded question because it's going to depend on a bunch of different things. And this is a topic that is starting a whole bunch of conversation and discussion online. So let's get right into it.
Men absolutely have more options than women when it comes to dating. So I saw a TikTok on here from another creator talking about how there are plenty of beautiful women everywhere, but coming across a very handsome man is really rare. And I could not agree any more with that creator. I come across beautiful women every single day, not only just online, but also in real life. However, coming across a very attractive man probably once every 8 months. And I know looks are not everything, but attraction is what catches the eye first before you get to know someone. And not only just about looks, right? Not only do I come across beautiful women every day, these women are established and doing very well for themselves. However, I just feel like coming across a man that not only looks good, but is doing well for himself financially and is emotionally intelligent is very, very rare. Hence why I say men have more options when it comes to quality women than women have in terms of quality men.
This is not what dating today feels like. There's one really smart, handsome, attractive guy and then like 10 amazing women per man.
You got shows like The Bachelor, right? That mostly women probably watch. I don't watch that show. I know mostly women probably watch that. I know they had a bachelorette like once or twice, but you gotta look at it this way, you know. I do say men do have actual options, but going back to what I said earlier, is the options of great quality? Is the option good enough for you? I mean, if you have options and they all bad, then you really ain't got no options. Let's ride out.
I'm not on dating apps anymore, but when I was, you just know, like, the women to male ratio of like amazing women is just always so outnumbered. And then also I'm a Christian, so it's like I just saw this video where she was like, why are women outnumbering men in the church? I'm just like, I don't know, like that is how like the dating market has felt to me. Just like the job market, there are not enough good jobs for the number of people that are educated and want to be employed. And I'm not saying like there's not enough good men, I just feel like I see more women that are ready to get married, that have their stuff together, than I come across men who aren't already married or already in relationships. And so I think reality TV, it feels more like reality, especially when it comes to these shows like The Bachelor, 4 Months a Wife, Love is Blind. It feels so much more.
Because some reality TV is reflective on how things are in the real world. It's just reality TV they're more loud about it. There's like a little, way of putting how the dating game is, in a sense. But some of it is exaggerated. Some of it is just for TV. But she just pretty much prove it there. And I have tons of videos that proves of what she is saying. That women have the illusions of options. You know how many women that I posted on here that's crying, talking about they need a man, and all that stuff that, men are not approaching women as much as these days anymore. So, I mean, who has the most options here? That's the questions I present to you. Let's ride out.
More realistic than like just watching one couple one-on-one date. Like, today, it just literally feels like, I know a lot of women talk about having rosters. I personally don't believe in that. It's just not my thing. But I personally feel like men have so much like advantage and leverage in this dating time, just because there's just so many great dateable women right now, just marrying women, like women that anyone would want to be with.
I don't think I like the fact that a lot of these women keep saying that there's a lot of quality women out here. And for a lot of guys like me, I don't really believe that there's a lot of quality women out here. But I think women don't look at quality the way men do. Women always give themselves high grades. A lot of these women are average. Men don't look at...
I agree with you there, dating right, but there's some quality women that don't go outside. You're gonna have to literally go to their house to find them, because they don't really go outside. They be in their own world, chilling, binge watching TV shows or whatever. Should probably be on Twitch playing video games or something. Like, you just never know. I just feel like there's sometimes I'll say this about myself. I'm not looking in the right places. Well, I'm not really looking at all, for real. But let's ride out.
Beauty like the way another woman does. A lot of women would just say this woman is beautiful, but like she got on makeup. I can't really tell if she's beautiful, but they would say she's beautiful, she's a baddie. They always got to give themselves extra points. So for what I see when I'm out and about, I see a bunch of average women as well. A lot of people do look average, but that's just another example of the fact that women always love to label themselves everything but average.
Good morning. Now let me say this really quick, because I feel like people need to hear it, especially my younger people, okay, in their early 20s, mid-20s, whatever. You do not have that many options. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. All the options that you think you have, you don't. Okay? Men and women. This goes for both sexes. Okay? And when I say that many options, I mean when you have someone that likes you and you like them and y'all like each other and y'all want to do this thing together, then you guys need to focus on doing it together. Okay? Because anybody that you're going to date is going to come with some type of problem that you're probably not going to like them most days. And I hear when you get married, you probably ain't going to stand there most days, but you got to learn to overcome that. You do not have that many options, and social media has the illusion of thinking that just because somebody slid in your DMs, okay, that you got options. And the options is for them to sleep with you, okay? And leave you in distress and have you shaking and crying. Do you get what I'm saying to you? You do not have that many options as you think you do. So, if you want to continue to keep sleeping with people, running up your body count, running up your trauma and everything else that comes with it, then that's your business, okay? But don't be crying, sad, and mad when you really want to be a wife or you really want to be a husband and you can't find that because social media has you thinking you have that many options.
I got tons of videos of that here.
Okay? So you better just stick with the person that likes you. You better just make it work with the person that likes you. That's all I got to say about it. You do not have that many options as you think you do. And you're not missing out on anything by settling down. You're not missing out on anything. I don't care what nobody tells you. Ain't nothing wrong with being married. Ain't nothing wrong with being in a beautiful union. Okay? It's just in our society, black people, y'all think y'all too young to be married, but y'all ain't too young to do other things. And that's just mind-boggling to me. I was raised by my mom, who's married, who has always been married my whole life. Marriage was always pushed onto me that marriage is a beautiful thing. But then I grew up and realized how beautiful marriage really is. So I said all that to say this. Marriage is a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with being married and being happily married. There's nothing wrong with sticking it out and making it work with someone. You do not have as many options as you think you do. If someone likes you, you need to like them back. And long as it's mutual, okay? It ain't got to be this hard. But y'all make it be that hard. Stop running up your body count. Stop getting all that trauma. Stop creating all this illusion of thinking that you have more than what you actually have. Because you don't.
Usually, for the most part, men who have a lot of female options, they're not really fond of giving women grace, being patient, or compromising with said woman or women that they're dealing with. Most of the time, these are younger men, like 20s, 30s, they're still in their prime and following their purpose, right? But what do you really expect? And I'm not giving too much of an excuse, but we're just being realistic here. What do you expect from a man that's attractive, on his purpose, like I said, coming across women who really don't challenge him? And when I say challenge, not to be combative in a negative way, but to let you know, like, hey, I get it, you that guy or whatever, but you're going to treat me accordingly like a woman should be treated. But if they're dealing with women who feed into their ego, their toxic ego, oh, you the shit, you this, you're that, subconsciously, are they really going to respect women overall? And when they do come across a quote unquote good woman, they'll use all of her affection and love that she's pouring into him. And then the moment that he's tired, okay, I'm gonna put on the shelf. All right, let me dust off and bring her back. And that's why I respect men like Hype Beast Aaron. Shout out to him. And I'm gonna tag his name on TikTok and on my Instagram. But he pretty much said, like, you know, if I'm not ready, I'm not going to waste a good woman's time. Now, I might waste the whole time, but a good woman, she's hard to come by, so why play games with her?
And I'm going to tell you guys about an experience I had just to really sum up this whole conversation. I remember 15 years ago, I went with my best friend to Atlanta for a whole week. When we got to Atlanta, I met his cousin, and his cousin told us, hey, man, you guys save money, come stay at my house for the week, because all of us was hanging out that week anyway. But to sum this up, during that week, I noticed the fact that this man who is successful, who was a restaurant and club owner, he had at least 4 beautiful women a day come to his house and see him and have relations. And I mean, guys, this was Atlanta in the early 2000s, where we really did hear the rumors of, you know, in Atlanta, you can be dating 20 women at the same time. And for anybody that's ever lived in Atlanta,
that's
they
tiring.
definitely know what I'm talking about.
That's
but
tiring.
This successful man, no cap about this, over the course of about 6 days that we was there, once again, we saw 4 women a day coming there to meet him. So men obviously have more options. All these so-called successful quality women, they are all just on some top guy's roster, and they don't mind competing when it comes to him. But all of them want this top guy, when the truth is they just need to lower their standards and just find an average guy to marry or settle down with.
I said my piece. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Let's have a discussion. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I do a variety of videos here, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.